And we're live.
We hope.
We're live both on Instagram and YouTube.
Yeah. So as per usual, there are technical glitches. So right now we have the whole thing set up for the roundtable, but apparently some people are having trouble with the payment system, which has happened before.
Yes.
And I'm good with technical stuff.
Well. So our live roundtable is this Saturday,
Yeah.
the 18th of March.
And
And we're so fortunate that Nick and Campbell from Autodidactic has agreed to join us and made this possible. And we're really excited. Maybe I'm a little bit more excited than
I'm in my head, so I'm like thinking about all this stuff and the technical things. So I am not always able to enjoy things as much as I should, which is one of the things I'm working on.
Yeah.
So
but nevertheless,
you're very excited.
Yes, because that's my big thing.
Yeah.
It's figuring out what we are, where we are, when we are, what we can do. This whole thing, because like Campbell, I have always felt that the world was off somehow.
Yeah.
There's something wrong. Lue, vi laver en video, okay, skat? All right.
Yeah. I've known that too.
Yeah.
Like I've known my whole life that this is wrong. This is all wrong. But I managed to convince myself, or because of the world, I tried at least to convince myself that I should just adapt and accept. But with all the stuff that's been going on, especially the last couple of years, and getting a spiritual connection or a connection to God, then suddenly I could see that I am in fact not wrong. This is wrong. The whole world is wrong, and it's upside down.
Yeah.
So,
and we can all agree that it's wrong that people are dying from hunger and they are not access to clean water, and people not getting they're not being seen, heard, and understood, right?
Hi, Vivi. Ulla.
But we are being told all the time that it's just the way it is. It's their own fault.
Yeah.
They can just pull themselves together.
And people are lazy.
People are lazy and stupid and uneducated and irresponsible and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And it's just not true. It's because we are traumatizing each other. It's what we've been taught.
And our energy is being sucked out of us. Yeah. And our creativity and our joy is being sucked out of so we can adapt to this 6-6 system.
And the traumatizing is creating disharmony in our biofield, and that's where Eileen comes in. She has mapped the biofield. She discovered that we've been programmed. Yeah. She discovered that that our memory is out here in our own personal cloud. So it's out here. And she discovered by using tuning forks that she can put the body back into harmony, and then people are not sick anymore. Mm. So illnesses, they are frequency, they are disharmony. Yeah. So we can cure, and I will say anything, because why not? By using the right frequencies. So the medicine of the past was frequency before we introduced the synthetic, harmful medicine. Our daughter is making tea. She has just taught herself how to make tea, and so there will be a big
there'll be some noise
in the background.
And she's
really stubborn, but she's really excited that she has taught herself how to make tea and hot cocoa and so on. She's really proud of herself, and so are we. It's amazing.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Yeah.
She's not supposed to be able to do any of that.
Not even walk or crawl.
According to
talk.
conventional medicine,
Yeah.
she should not be able to do anything.
No. So yeah. So that's the thing. So when we right now we see frequency medicine coming back.
And it's coming back in a big way, in
Yeah.
many ways.
A lot of like weird people has been using it for many years.
Like with singing bowls and
Yeah, and sound healing, like when you go woo,
yeah.
right? And whatever gong baths and forest bathing and we and homeopathy.
Homeopathy is frequency medicine.
And Bach's flower medicine. That's frequency too. And what you eat is frequency too.
Yeah.
So not that long ago, we made a roundtable with Vida Austin and Carrie Bennett about water and light. And if you haven't seen that, go watch that. And this is like the sequel. Now we're going to talk about sound and frequency and the architecture of the old world. So what are cathedrals and churches? Are they places to go worship? Or were they in fact like healing centers?
We don't know this for a fact.
But we're gonna ask Cambell because he's been diving deep into this for many years. And it makes sense.
It makes a whole lot of sense because you take something like the resonant frequencies of different things. Like we know that you can break up, let's say something simple, like everyone can agree on kidney stones. Like you can break up a kidney stone by putting in the resonant frequency into that kidney stone, and it will dissolve, it will break apart, and then we can get it out of the system. So that's just one simple thing. That's like a destructive frequency. Like when you have a glass, like with the opera singers, and they woo, and then suddenly the glass, because you hit the right note.
And in Australia this past summer, where there was some demonstration, they used frequency weapons too on the people.
Yeah.
So you couldn't. I don't know if you could hear it, but you couldn't see it,
No,
because of frequency. But the people felt like they were burning up.
Yeah.
So we can use those frequency to harm our fellow human beings or to heal.
Yes.
So that's where we stand right now, and we want to explore that. And how can you use that in your own life? It's quite simple. So can you just take it and use it at home? Well, you can do it with homeopathy.
Or nice music.
Or nice music. Yeah, you can sing whatever comes out, whatever you feel like intuitively. Yeah. I do that in the shower. It's amazing what comes out.
Yes. And then we have this whole thing, like we're looking at these old buildings, and we can see when we go back that there were a lot more of them. Like over time, they have torn down more and more. So we only have like a few ones left, and they look the same all over the world. Like whether you go to India or Australia or the US or here, there were all these buildings, and they were everywhere, and they were gorgeous, and they had a lot of round shapes. And we know from a lot of research into water and things that are at right angles are inherently unnatural, and like we don't find any square things except for like, what is it, the poop from wombats in nature. You don't find square things because it's not stable, it's not strong, and it's anti-life. But all our buildings now are square buildings. All the architecture they're making is square, like the Black Diamond in Copenhagen. Like anything is square, and energy stagnates in the corners of this. If you do it with water, the water becomes unalive, and the round shapes makes things come alive. So the way we're doing architecture now is antithetical to health just in general, but I think also mental health. It's not something that our eyes really enjoy looking at, whereas we go into nature and we see these round things and organic things, we become more restful, and it helps our health. And those old buildings, like, we don't know for a fact yet, but we're fairly sure that they were meant to be good for our, well, mental well-being, but certainly also our bodily health.
Yeah.
And when you combine those architecture, those structures with sound, and we can find some really good videos of people going in and singing alone, just one, two, three, four people in these old cathedrals. It makes you cry with joy. At least it does with me. Cry a lot.
Yeah. And they have the organs too, and the bells, and all the
old bells.
All the old bells were removed at one point and turned into weapons.
To kill with, and like, why? I mean, there's a story of why they did it, but
just
is that true? Is
doesn't
that
make
really
sense.
the reason why they did it?
Yeah. So this is what we do. This is our work. This is our job. So we are accepting donations. So you can join this live, and you can get the recording for a minimum of $3. So everyone can join. And we know how it is when you don't have any money left. So if you're in a situation where you don't even have $3, then just contact us and we'll figure something out.
There is also there's a free option, and that's just to join a live. You can sign up for that. Also via the link at the bottom. You have to go through like a couple of steps. But if you don't have any money, you can sign up to be part of the live, but you won't get the recording afterwards.
Yeah.
So we don't want to exclude anyone, but at the same time, this is what we are doing. This is our work. So we have to, as it is right now, get some sort of recompensation for the work we're putting in.
Gotta eat and go home to Denmark somehow.
We still don't know how we're getting home.
We're still stuck in.
We don't know when we're getting home. We don't know how we're getting home.
No,
but,
and that's really exciting too, isn't it?
Yeah.
So come and join us for the live, and then because then you can get to ask some questions if you.
And if you have any questions right now, please let us know.
So if you have questions for Eileen or Cambell during our conversation, you can just write it. We're gonna be in a private Zoom room, and then we're gonna stream it.
Yeah, it'll be live streamed
to YouTube. So you will be on YouTube watching us,
asking your questions.
Yeah, and we
will ask those questions to Eileen and Cambell.
And go check them out. I have put links in our story today.
Mm-hmm.
So they'll be there for 24 hours. Really exciting people. It's
and amazing. This is, as we said, it's like we had this thing with the water. Now we have frequencies. We want to dive into language, because there's like all these things tie together, and we want to explore all the way around history, what is happening here, what has been happening, who are we, how do we break free, how do we help each other, all these things.
Yeah, because right now we all want to, everyone, there's this song called Everyone Wants to Rule the World, but I think everyone wants to be free, right?
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be free, and right now we're like targeting each other, because now everybody wants to be right too.
Yes.
This is the right way. And then we're fighting each other instead of just focusing on becoming free. And then
It's like there's only one God instead of there's only one God. It's like it's all like there's only God.
Yeah.
It's like my God is the only.
So right now there's a lot of this is wrong and this is wrong. I used to believe this, but now I believe that because this is evil and this is good. So there's a lot of things that are obviously evil, right? And we don't want to feed that in any way. But there are things that are tools that can be used for both good and evil. Like a hammer, you can use that to kill someone, but you can also use it to